If you rotate the stage to view it from different angles, you can find the hidden treasures and secret passageways, and make your way to the Power Star at the end.
Kyle Bossman, Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker. You finally got to play the real game.
I finally got to play the real game.
You played it in 3D World.
Yes.
How'd you like it in 3D World, real quick? Did you like those mini games being thrown in there?
Absolutely loved those mini games.
Did you like how you had to use the Wii U gamepad to play them? Because I loved them. That was the only thing that was a little bit of a bummer to me.
Oh, I didn't remember that. So you can't play it on the screen?
You couldn't use the regular controller. You had to use the gamepad to play it. So like I was playing normal gameplay with the controller, and all of a sudden you got to that level, it's like, gotta go get your gamepad. I was like, no, it's like somewhere in my room. I haven't been using it for like a year. But aside from that, I was like, man, they need to really make a game about this. And lo and behold, Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker.
Yeah, I think like while we were playing it, we said they should make DLC levels of this, and instead we just got an entire whole game.
I know, and we got a whole game, and you finally got to actually get hands on with it.
And it's more than I could have imagined. It is more than DLC level packs. It's a game. This is a game.
It's pretty legit.
It does reuse a lot of 3D World assets and music.
Oh yeah. Definitely does, but I mean, I think that was to be expected. Otherwise, you probably would have never gotten this game.
In a year, yeah.
But for what it is, like I guess it seemed like the ones in 3D World were very simple, like puzzles. They got a little bit more elaborate, but they weren't anything like what we saw at this event we went to.
True.
Now I played it at E3 for a bit.
Okay.
It was pretty cool then. There was like a boss level with the Blarg where you had to like climb up and like go around these edges and like it'd shoot fire at you. But of course you're defenseless. You can only hide behind stuff. You can't jump in this game. That's like important. You can't jump like Mario, but you're not completely defenseless. We found out what you played because you actually had like the plants you could pick up and hurl them at like enemies. Yeah. So you weren't defenseless anymore.
Like Mario 2 style.
Yes.
You can pick up turnips and throw them.
And you can also hit items with those as well.
Yes.
Those gem things.
Yeah.
And you seemed really fixated on the challenges of each like level you got to play.
Yeah.
Like the extra challenges.
Right. Each level has like a side objective. Like don't get hurt the entire time you play through this level. Don't get hit. That was a hard one.
The one where you couldn't kill any enemies?
Don't kill anything. You're right. I worked really hard for that one. Yeah.
That was pretty insane. So they have like the goal is you have to collect. You have to reach the end of the level to get the star.
Yeah.
That's the basic goal.
Yeah.
And then the secondary objectives are there's the 3 gems or diamonds to collect.
And those are all hidden. You got to like find where they are hidden around the level.
And then they give you an extra bonus. We likened it I think to like the comets in the Galaxy games a little bit. It's like this extra challenge, but it's while you're doing. You got to do it all in one shot.
Yeah.
The exception was we found out if you get a gem, you keep it as long as you don't leave the level.
If you like get a gem, die, you still get that.
You're
gem.
still
That's
good. So you could like sacrifice a little Toad. Like I can't reach this one. I'm just gonna like degaff and get it.
Yep.
And restart. Like you got the gem. You're good. But those are like the objectives. We did see some cool rewards that they wouldn't tell us about.
Yeah.
What were those?
Those were if you do the side objectives, if you get that check mark for getting through a level without killing anybody, a ticket showed up.
Yeah, a golden ticket.
A golden ticket. And we said, what is that? What is that thing? And they said, we can't talk about that yet.
They're like, nope. Sorry, you weren't supposed to see that. Pretend you didn't see that at all.
And the other one was a purple ticket. It was like a purple, like bats.
Oh, man.
And I was like, what is that? And they're like, no, we can't talk about that yet.
And actually, that's what you thought might be the comet type challenges.
Right. I'm not sure, though. It might be a whole bonus level. We shouldn't even talk about it.
They just said they weren't allowed to talk about it. They didn't say anything about us speculating about it. I mean, they obviously wanted us.
So I think there's a lot of game to this. I think it's not easy. It's not going to be an easy game.
It's not. From what I saw, so does anyone remember in the 3D World levels where it was to the beat, the blocks, the red and the blue blocks would change according to the beat. It'd be like beep, 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 and then they would switch.
Yeah.
And we'd go with the music.
And like a real funky guitar.
Yeah, but like you were jumping and stuff, so like you could easily like jump back and forth and stuff. And they got increasingly more difficult as they would speed up.
Yeah.
But now you're Toad, you can't jump. You can sprint. You can sprint. You can't jump.
You can't jump.
And you had to deal with a whole level like that.
Yeah.
How was that? Because you actually played it.
That was good. We got through that level.
You survived.
Yeah.
I think if they didn't have the railings, the ladders, that would have been like virtually impossible. That seemed like extreme difficulty if they didn't have those.
And it is. It's actually about it's about rotating the camera around this little fixed space, this little square puzzle. It's pretty cool.
And you were using the controller to do it, or the buttons, because
Yeah.
the nice treehouse lady was like reminding you, like, you can keep changing your thing, and you were like, I know, I like my isometric view like this.
Right.
But yeah, you have control over that. So I mean, that's earlier why I brought up the gamepad.
Yeah.
You don't need the gamepad to play this one.
Right. You could like tap at it to like find hidden coins. And
Yeah,
things,
they were telling you to like do that, but it seems like you don't absolutely need it.
Yeah.
Maybe they will require it. I forget at this point. But it looked fun. I was like, oh wow.
Yeah.
Like, and of course, because you can't jump, how you go up, they had the ladders. When you're on the ladder, you would be safe. So like if your blocks vanish from your side or underneath you, as long as you're on that ladder, you were safe. But that level had a fire brother shooting the fireballs
Is that
at
what
you.
they're called? Is Fire
I thought they were
Brothers?
the Fire Brothers.
I
The
mean, you
Hammer
would know better
Brothers,
than I
the
would.
Fire Brothers.
Okay, so they're called Fire Brothers.
We don't have corrections music on this one.
Yeah. So
We'll get
yeah,
one
I
try.
mean, you gotta get good at moving Toad. That one where I couldn't kill anything, that was just like
the stealth, like so.
precision Toad movement.
So Kyle like had used up all his like turnips to throw.
Yeah.
He didn't have any more.
Yeah.
So and there was clearly a gem hidden behind the Fire Brother.
Yeah.
And it was in a plant you had to pull up.
Yeah.
So Kyle used like this maneuver. He baited out the fireball.
Yeah.
Kind of pulled like a curve around him, picked it up and got it. Got hit once because you get 2 hits because it's like Mario, but you ran off the edge.
But then I ran off the edge.
Panicked.
I panicked. I was talking about the other time when I was weaving between the guys with wings. That was awesome.
Oh, that was pretty good.
That was a moment of
That
triumph.
was the first level.
Yeah.
That you got to play, and then
So
you played.
Toad's good. Like it
Yeah.
controls like well. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? There's very few just like it's just tight. Toad's a tight little platformer without the jump button.
And everyone I think knows now you can play as Toadette. Did we play as Toadette?
Yeah,
One level?
in episode 2 you get to play as Toadette.
Okay.
So I got to do a little Toadette mission. One other thing that was new was the
Oh
hammer.
yes, when you got that, that was pretty cool.
pickaxe.
The pickaxe, you just went to work on those turnips that gave you coins. There's like
yeah.
ding, 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 ding. You
That's your
farmed a bunch
strat.
of
You got to
one-ups.
farm the turnips with your pickaxe.
That level was insane though. Like you had to like travel along the platform with the poison water around you, which
and
you
dodge
called
the
acid.
hammers. Yeah.
And the Hammer Brothers were there. A lot of them like hurling crap at you.
Yeah. It's a cool game.
Yeah. Any closing thoughts other than it's a cool game?
Even Nintendo of America isn't sure what the deal is with Toad and Toadette's relationship.
Oh yeah, that was pretty funny.
Nobody knows for sure what's going on with those two. We know they love treasure, but we don't know how much they love each other.
All right.
What's your theory on that?
I just liked how they were arguing. The two Nintendo players like they're not into each other. No, they clearly are. There's like we didn't play the whole game yet. And it's like, oh my gosh, they're Nintendo internally debating about the romance between Toad and Toadette.
It's pretty
like,
good.
What is going on?
It's very
here?
spicy.
All right. Oh, can't wait to get the final build in.
Me too.
Pretty
I'm
soon.
so excited.
Pretty
Very,
soon.
very excited.